Hi, I'm Chris James and welcome to Cooking with Chris. Today we're going to be preparing some alkaline stuffed peppers.
All right, so you're going to need salt, onion powder, smoked paprika, ginger, cayenne, thyme, agave, basil, oil, water, vinaigrette, quinoa, bell peppers, squash, zucchini, mushrooms, and tomatoes. All seasonings are optional, keep that in mind. So we're going to be starting off with a cup of quinoa. You're just going to take 1 cup of quinoa. You're going to throw it in a hot pan and toast it for about 30 seconds to a minute. And then you're going to add 2 cups of water to it. And you're going to bring that to a boil. And then once it's boiling, you're going to take it down to a simmer. And you're going to add your spices. We're going to start off with 1 teaspoon of ginger, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, pop, 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 a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne, and then 3 tablespoons of sea salt. Once again, it's optional. All the amounts are optional. You're going to cut your bell peppers, cut the tops off, pop the tops on them. You're going to save the tops for later, and you're going to boil your tops. Now you can actually boil them for 5 to 15 minutes. Depends on how tender you want them. Obviously, if you want more crispy, boil them for less time. If you want them, more tender, boil them for more time. It's up to you. So once they're finished, you're just going to take them out with tongs because they real hot. And you're going to set those aside because that's what we're going to be stuffing later on. So now we're going to take the tops and we're just going to dice them up. We're actually going to add the tops to the filling. Is what we're going to be stuffing the peppers with. I like to save all of my material. I didn't know what else to do with these tops except to chop them up and put them in the filling. We're going to chop up some zucchini and squash. As you can see, I'm dual wielding right now. And then we're going to prepare a marinade, which is going to be comprised of some grapeseed oil. So we're going to be using 2 tablespoons of grapeseed oil, 1/2 cup of water, 1 tablespoon of vinaigrette, 3 teaspoons of smoked paprika. You got to roll your tongue with it. Then we're going to be adding 2 teaspoons of onion powder, and 2 teaspoons of sea salt. And then we're just going to get a fork and mix that all up real good. You want to mix it up real good. Pop the mushrooms open and put them in. We're just going to put a top on this thing and just give them a quick shake. It doesn't take long for the mushrooms to absorb the marinade. And then after that, we're actually going to take our diced up zucchini and stuff, and we're going to add that, and we're going to give it a quick shake. Once again, doesn't take long to prepare this. All this stuff's real easy. Then you're going to take your tomatoes, about 4 or 5. You're going to cut X's in them. Okay? Depending on the size, you might want to do more or less. You're going to pop them in some boiling water for about 50 seconds. And then you're going to take them out and put them in a nice ice bath. This is stewing the tomatoes. By doing this, the skin will pop right off of these bad boys. And then we're going to be adding the 4 or 5 tomatoes to a blender cup along with a 1/4 cup of onion. And we're going to add a couple more seasonings just to spice it up a little bit. A teaspoon of oil, a teaspoon of vinaigrette, 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika, 2 teaspoons of onion powder, 2 teaspoons of basil, 3 teaspoons of salt. Once again, all seasonings are optionals. 1 teaspoon of agave, 1 teaspoon of oregano, a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne. Be careful unless you like it hot. And then a 1/4 teaspoon of thyme. Blend it up. Now you got your sauce. We're going to be adding that with the quinoa in just a little bit. Then you take a little bit of grapeseed oil, coat your cast iron pan or whatever you got, plop all your marinated vegetables in there, and just warm them up, cook them up. Now this looks like steak and potatoes right here if you've got an imagination. Dice all that stuff up, and then we're gonna start mixing our stuffing. So we're gonna take the tomato sauce, add as much or as little as you want to the quinoa, then add that to the bell peppers we diced up, and then add our mushrooms and zucchini squash mixture. You're just gonna mix all that up. Then you take your peppers and you're gonna stuff them. Stuff them peppers. After that, we're going to take a little bit more of the tomato sauce and we're gonna sprinkle it on top just to make it look pretty. I'm not a pro at this. And then we're just gonna pop this in the oven at 350 degrees for like 15-20 minutes. It's really up to you. I mean, you could eat it that way. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this quick video. I served it up with some avocados and some more of the mixture. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe. And as always, the application of knowledge is power. And we will see you guys next time with Cooking with Chris.